I took AP World, AP US History, AP Environmental Science, AP Calculus, AP English, AP Psychology, AP Biology, AP Statistics, and I only got credit for one of those. Yo, imagine how angry I was. Hey beautiful people, my name is Peace and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be telling y'all how I got into Howard and how you can too. Point blank period. That's it. So I wrote my notes down right here and you should too. I'm going to be going over my GPA, my test scores, my achievements, awards, extracurriculars and stuff like that, the AP classes I took and dual enrollment college credits, important days to keep in mind, my scholarships, my essays, and my final tips. And I'm going to break all this thing down for y'all. Look in the description box below and you see where to skip to. I recommend you watching the whole way through because it is my application as a whole that got me into Howard, but you do you. You came in for the information and I'm gonna give you all of it. You see me repping my shirt and I can't wait till you get one of yours as well. Peace got you, alright? I got you. Relax. Got you. Oh, but before we get started, let me introduce myself and give y'all my Howard intro. I am a sophomore psychology major from Baltimore, Maryland, by way of Lagos, Nigeria, and yeah, I was literally just a freshman. When this corona thing hit, we were forced to go back on, but it's okay. I'm not hurt. Are you hurt? I'm not hurt. So yeah, let's get started. So in this video, y'all, I'm gonna be 1000% transparent and real with y'all. I included my strengths but also my weakness, and I included my weakness to show y'all that there is no perfect candidate. I had some really good grades and some really good statistics, but like there were certain areas that I struggled with. So you don't have to be perfect. Even with my imperfectness and my imperfect application, I still got into the Mecca and you can as well. So please, I beg of you, learn from my mistakes so you don't have to make the same one. Like, comment, and subscribe if anything I said helped you or resonated with you. So what does the application actually include? What does it really mean to apply to Howard? So first, you have to apply through the Common App and you're gonna put in your information. I recommend you include your resume as well. That shows them really on one sheet of paper or maybe two who you are at a glance. That's key. You also have to fill out a personal essay and they'll give you a few prompts, or there will be a prompt for like a free form, whatever you want to write essay. For a lot of the majors, there will also be a supplemental essay. So in your Common App application, you also talk about your extracurriculars and different things that you did and letters of recommendations. This is key because what makes you different? Yeah, you may look good on paper, but the way that your counselor or your coach or your employer talks about you is going to really tell them about your characteristics and who you are as a whole, your personality. So letters of recommendation. I got one from my job. I got one from my counselor. I got one from a few of my teachers, especially those in the STEM field like me. And yeah, they made me sound bomb, so that really did push me over the edge. Please, please, please do not just get a recommendation letter from just anybody. Make sure the teacher actually knows you. And I got a recommendation letter from this one teacher, and homeboy did not really know me like that, but he was a doctor of physics, so I thought it would look nice. My homeboy wrote, yo, I can't even make this up, y'all. Homeboy wrote little, Lord. There were like 2 paragraphs. They were each like 2 sentences long. And it looked nice, but I really didn't like to use his because other people's own made me look and sound better. So make sure that the person that you are going to for letters of recommendation actually knows you and makes you look great. So important dates to keep in mind. Early action deadline is November 1st. Regular decision is February 15th. And right now it's December 20th. So you guys are definitely going to get this before that to help you guys out. You have to choose your acceptance by the ending of April. Y'all know that college decision day is May 1st. And you guys get to rep this. And when you guys get accepted to Howard and decide you want to go to Howard and actually choose Howard, send me the link to your IG on May 1st and stuff so I can congratulate you. I love helping people. So first thing first is the GPA. So I ended my high school years with a 3.83 out of 4.0 GPA, and that is my unweighted. My weighted was like 5.26 or something out of a 6.0 because I took a lot of AP classes and a lot of dual enrollments, which I will go over in a minute. But do not be discouraged, all right? Do not be discouraged if you don't have crazy high, because not a lot of people did and they still got into Howard. I have seen someone with a 2.9 get into Howard. All right, so if your grades are about that, you are good, you are straight. But keep in mind that your grades are only 30% of your total application. What I'm going to go over in the rest of this video is what makes up the rest of those 100%. Keep in mind that you don't have to give both your unweighted and weighted. You can just give the weighted, whichever one is higher. Okay, and my rank, in case you were wondering, I was 7th out of a class of 236. So yes, I was in my top maybe 10, maybe top 5% of my class, but you don't have to be, and I'm going to show you guys how. The next one, test scores. So I took the SAT. I did not take the ACT because I'm from the north. I'm from Baltimore. We didn't really take it like that. Most of my peers took the SAT, so I did. I know, peer pressure. I took the SAT 3 times. I got like a 1260, a 1270, and finally, you know what, y'all? I don't know the exact number that I got, but I'm gonna look at my college board for y'all, and I'm gonna post a screenshot of it right here, and you guys can see the 3 scores that I got. So as y'all can see, I took the SAT 3 times. One time in April, another time in August, and finally in October. And I got a 1260, 1270, and 1310. And my super score was at 1310. So I did not have crazy high scores like most people did. In fact, I felt dumb with my 1260, 1270 because the school I went to, people were complaining about 1540, 1580s. Please, relax, all right? You are good. Your importance is not measured because of one test score. It's okay, all right? Take a deep breath. I was sick of taking that, y'all. Please, like, I took it 3 times, and that was 2 times more than I wanted to take it. But I do recommend you take it multiple times. I did better on my English than on my math because I suck at math, but it's okay. It's okay. Howard does super score, but do not be discouraged if you did not get a high score because I've seen someone get into Howard with like 1050, 1070, and that does sound super low, but keep in mind that there are different parts of the application that make them stand out, and I'm gonna go over it in a minute. Next, AP classes. I took 8 AP classes during my high school years, and Howard only took 1. Y'all, imagine how angry I was. Y'all use this experience as a learning experience for y'all. Because I made a few mistakes. I'm not gonna lie, I did make a few mistakes. I'm gonna help y'all don't make the same exact mistake. I took 8 AP classes during my 4 years of high school. That should be essentially 2 each year, but not really. I only started taking AP classes my sophomore year. So let me go over it. My sophomore year, I took 1 class just to get my foot wet. I took AP World History, and I got a 4 for that. That was cool. That was straight. All right, I was okay. I did a little something. So the next year, I upped it. And the next year was my junior year, and I took 4 AP classes that year. Now, keep in mind, junior year is a lot. That's when you're really getting ready for college applications and taking exams and the SATs and stuff like that. So I did too much that year, so you don't do too much either. So that year, I took 4 AP classes. It was AP US History, AP Environmental Science, AP Calculus, and AP English. Is that 4? 4, y'all. 4. Now, I got 2 3s and 2 2s. Now, I got a 2 for AP Calculus because, and this was part of my fault, I'm not gonna lie. But I was taking AP Calculus at first, and then I switched to the honors level because I was struggling. Y'all. I dropped down to the honors, but I was like, oh, shoot. I got this. So dumb me went ahead and took the AP exam anyways, even though I spent half the year in the honors class. So I got a 2. I was not surprised. Low-key expected a 3, not gonna lie. But it's okay. Just $100 down the drain. It's fine. I also got a 2 on AP Environmental Science. And that, I was shocked because I was destined. I was like destined. That's what I'm going to use. I was destined for a high 4, low 5. So I don't know how I got a 2 on that one. But it's okay. It's all right. So obviously, Howard did not take that either. I got a 3 in AP English. And that's the one for junior years. Is it literature? I don't know the exact name, but y'all know. And I got a 3. Howard did not take that either. But I took AP US History. Remember, I took AP World the year before, and I got a 4. This year with AP US, I got a 3. Howard did not take that either. So far, 5 AP classes down, and Howard has only taken 1. All right, stick with me. Now, 1 my sophomore year, 4 my junior year. So I decided to reduce my load because college applications, and I reduced it to 3. Yes, my version of reducing was just 1 less. Yes, I was I was dumb, yo. But so my senior year, I took AP Psychology. I got a 5 on that. Excuse me. Put some respect on my name, all right? And it's no coincidence that I am a psych major now. I also took AP Bio. I think I got a 3 on that. It was kind of hard, so I took AP Stat. I think I got a 2 or 3, but that class was crazy hard, so I'm not even surprised. I'm going to list it one more time. I took AP World, AP US History, AP Environmental Science, AP Calculus, AP English, AP Psychology, AP Biology, AP Statistics, and I only got credit for 1 of those. All this to say, do not spend your time on AP classes. Please, 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 please. I wish someone told me this in high school. Do not spend your time in AP classes. Please don't. Take dual enrollment classes. And I only took 2 because my school, they had like a little, you get 2 free ones your senior year. So I took 2. I took sociology and another class that I cannot remember. But I passed that, like a B or something, and got the credits for it. So spend more of your time on dual enrollments because you're going to transfer that so easier than AP classes. For AP classes, you need like a 3, 4, 5 to pass. But most colleges only accept 4 or 5, mostly 5s. So here's a list of the AP exams and the scores that Howard accepts. As you guys can see, Howard mostly accepts 4s and 5s, maybe a few 3s, but yeah. So do not be in that situation where you struggle for a whole year because it looked good on your transcript and then you don't even get the credit for it. That's how I was, and I don't want to be in that situation. Okay, so my takeaway from this AP classes section, don't take crazy amount of AP classes. Maybe take 1 or 2. So the schools can see that you're challenging yourself, but take a lot of dual enrollment classes. And also make sure that the classes you're taking actually apply to what you're doing. Because a lot of people take credits like crazy, but like it doesn't apply to their major, so it's like useless. It's just credits and time going down the drain. So make sure it actually applies to what you're doing. Like AP Environmental Science, I wasn't really interested in it. I just took it because everyone was taking it. Epi class to add to the bunch. Because my heart was in it, maybe that's why I did bad in it. I don't know. But y'all make sure that the classes that you're taking actually fits with your scheme. Because, yeah. So now, extracurriculars. I did a lot in high school, if you couldn't already tell. I did a lot, and I stressed myself out for no reason. Yes, it did good, and I was good. I was able to get into a school as prestigious as the Howard University, but at the same time, it was unnecessary stress, y'all. I do recommend that you actually dabble into extracurriculars. Don't go crazy, but dabble. Let me tell you why this is important. Colleges want to see a well-rounded student, and I'm sure you've heard this a lot, but they really, really do. Some people with not so high grades got into Howard because they did a lot of different things. The extracurriculars were what made them stand out. They showed that they were different. Oh, you're out here making your own club? You're out here helping the Black community? You're out here doing this, out here doing that? Oh my word, okay. Maybe let me pay attention to your application. So do extracurricular activities. Let me list a few of my awards, achievements, and extracurricular activities. Now, this is the ones that I can just remember. Yeah, I'm sure there were a lot more tinier ones that I may have not listed on my thing, but this is the majority of it. So I had 2 jobs. I put my jobs on there. I had 1 job junior, another one my senior. So I was working. They were like, okay, she has a really, really high GPA and she's doing all these classes and she's doing all this extracurricular activities, has a job and all that. Okay, peace. Let me pay attention to her more. That's what you want them to do to you. So I was senior class president. All right, okay. A little something. I did it mostly because it would look nice on my application, not gonna lie to y'all. But my people didn't know that. My constituents, is that the word for it? My senior class didn't know that. I was also the president of Science National Society. So I led the group with volunteer organizations. I was the one that dabbled and helped other people and connected with other people. I led and spearheaded a lot of events. So I did a lot with that. I was also in National Society and we did a lot of volunteering stuff for like different things like Jingle Bell Run. That's like a run for arthritis. We did a run for diabetes. We really, really volunteered like at a soup kitchen. We did a lot. But I was a member of NHS. I think I was gonna get a leadership position in NHS, but I was like, that could be too much. So I relaxed and didn't do it. I was also tutoring people. I was in my church choir. I played soccer my freshman year, so I did that as well. I was the gold medalist in a Maryland Skills USA competition, and that was April of 2018. So your girl took home the gold. So that was really nice to, you know, put that on my resume. I was like, oh, okay. All right, gold medalist, okay. Competition, okay. And then because I was a gold medalist, I went to nationals and I was able to rep Maryland State and I came on with 6th place. So that was also nice as well. And that was June 2018. I was also in the honor roll all throughout my high school career. I think I did not have lower than a 3.7, I want to say, my whole high school career. So I was on top of it. They saw that I was doing a lot of things, but my grades weren't struggling because I didn't have any social life. Yeah. Anyways, for your extracurriculars, go crazy on this, right? Do a lot. If your grades are not up to par, this in your extracurriculars is where you get to shine. So start a club, start a foundation, go volunteer. It doesn't have to be in school. Yes, in school would be nice, but also do something out of school as well. Like I told you, I was in my choir, I was doing this, I was doing that. Show them that you are a well-rounded student. This extracurricular, I don't want to say it's going to make or break your application, but it can really give you that little boost up that you need. Okay, next, scholarships. So once you're accepted, Howard will look at your statistics combined with your financial aid, and they'll give you a specific scholarship. So I don't know all the names offhand, but I know there's a legacy scholarship, there's a capstone, a presidential. So I had the capstone. So with my merit, so my statistics like my GPA, my essays, my test scores, and all that good stuff, with all of that and my extracurriculars, but with all of that plus my financial aid, Howard give me about 30 grand a year, which is not bad. That's more than half of everything, because Howard is about what, 45,000. So it's not bad. I had to take out a little loan, but it's okay. I still had other scholarship outside of Howard. And that's my next point. Yes, Howard will give you a scholarship, but like, you cannot depend on Howard. You just you just can't. And as you're going in, and if you do come to Howard, you realize that you really can't depend on Howard. You can't put all your eggs in one basket. So even though Howard may give you a scholarship, it may not be everything. So continually be searching for scholarships. Continually be searching for scholarships. They will help you, because if Howard does not give you a full ride, but they do give you a scholarship, but you can't afford to pay the difference, that'll be awful. So if you go out of your way, because you really want this, if you go out of your way to go find other scholarships outside of Howard, you'll be able to go, and that'd be great. The next thing is essays. So for your essay, this is also a very important part. You want to show who you are. What makes you you? What makes peace? So don't just list your whole resume, because they already have that. All right, don't do that. You can choose one aspect or one activity on your resume that really played a part on you, that really shows them who you are. Pour your heart out into those essays. Now, I'm not saying cry and be begging and groveling, because I'm sure they've seen that before. All right, you lost someone in your family. Not to sound mean, but I'm sure somebody else did as well, and somebody else wrote about that. Death is a normal thing, and that sounds bad, I know, right? But death is normal, so you can't just try to use the pity angle. Do something else that makes you different. So I had to pop in here and just clarify. I hope I don't sound inconsiderate. I'm just trying to be honest and real with y'all. Like, people lose people all the time, and you can't use that angle. At a place like Howard, you have to stand out. Everyone was senior class president. Everyone was prom king or prom queen. Most people lost a family member. So do something else, an aspect of your personality that makes you unique. I had to really pop in here so I did not sound inconsiderate. For example, I think my essay, I wrote about, it was like a free-form essay. And I wrote about how I broke out of my shell and how I stopped being so shy. And I wrote about a concert we had. Remember, I said I was in church choir, right? A concert we had, and how I've been working towards getting out of my comfort zone and not being so shy, which is what pushed me to be getting involved in all these activities like this, because I'm working on not being shy. And that gives them a different perspective on who I am, because they say that I'm actively working towards who I should be, who I want to be. They say that I'm not just adding on this stuff to my resume just because I want it to look nice. They say that I'm working on becoming my best self, and that's great. Like I said, you don't want to be groveling, right? They see thousands of applications each and every day. Please, please don't be groveling, trying the pity angle. It may work, but it may not. So a mistake that people make when writing their essays is that they're like saying what Howard can do for them. So they're like, oh, if I go to Howard, Howard will be able to help me to do this or this or this or this. But no, that's nice, but also, what can you do for Howard? That's what's gonna make you different, because think of it like a relationship. If Howard's one always giving and giving and giving and giving, it's not fair. So Howard will give you something, but what can you give to Howard back? It's a relationship. For a lot of the majors, there will also be a supplemental essay. Now me, I came in as a chem major, and that's different from the psych major that I am right now, right? But I came in as a chem major, and I was trying to figure myself out. I just chose chem because I didn't want to be bio like every pre-med. I chose chem, so I had to find a reason because they asked me, Peace, why did you choose to be a chem major? I couldn't go and say, oh, I didn't want to be a bio major like every pre-med. Alright, so I had to finesse a little bit. So I wrote the sweetest BS essay ever. I wrote this essay about how I wrote this essay about how growing up I was very creative. Keep in mind that there are some aspects of this that are like actual truth and fact. Other aspects of it that is just straight BS, alright? But I was writing about how I was creative. I was a very curious person, which is not a lie. Like, my mom bought me this chemistry kit this one Christmas, and I was going crazy with it. I was always mixing things up and doing this and doing this, and like my mom even hated that she even bought that for me. A lie, because my mom never bought me that kit. But I was always the kind of person who would mix up my like lunch leftovers and be like, okay, I have juice right here, I have mashed potatoes right here, let me see what kind of concoction I can create. Now that could be disgusting, I know, but if you like me, comment that down below for me so I know we're family. So I was going on and on about the whole mixing, how over time in science classes in high school I loved it. I was always taking charge, which they like to see, right? I was always taking charge of stuff and doing things and going the extra mile and talking to the teachers. I had a little anecdote that I made up at the end, and I was like, yeah, Howard can really help me with my creativity. Yo, I don't know the full essay, but that essay was so sweet. That essay was like delicious, like, yo, and they ended right up too, like, oh, yo, if I can find the essay, I will put it up here so you guys can read it, and I do a little voiceover. But that essay was beautiful, and at the ending was just like, you want to make sure that you start well, you end well in your essays. The middle can be total BS, right? But start well and end well. And by BS, I mean like it was lie, like my grammar and everything was good. Okay, so don't do all that. Don't be grammatically incorrect. My English teacher in my senior year, one of the people who helped me edited my essay, she told me the best advice I ever heard. She told me to show, not tell. So don't tell this admission committee what you are or what you did. Actually show them. And how do you show them? Using anecdotes, telling a story. Show them how you were class president. Show them how you did this. Write a story, like literally make it interactive. Don't be telling them like it's facts, like it's I did this, I did this, I did this, I did this. If they wanted that, they would just read your resume. So write a story, make it nice and sweet, and show them how you embody that trait or how you did that. So now, time for my last final tips. Just basically things that would help you and make your application better, or things that you should know about. Number one, take the SAT seriously. Like actually study, like actually super score, because if I studied more, my application was beautiful. I did a lot, my grades were great, but because I did not study as much as I should have for my SATs, I didn't fit that last category. If I had, I would have gotten more money from Howard, and that's really what it comes down to. More money. So study, take it seriously. If you can, go get a tutor or something, watch videos on YouTube, like go above and beyond, because this is your future. This is where you want to spend your next 4 years. If you don't take it seriously, who will? If you're gonna take it seriously, you're the one who's not gonna come to your dream school. I'm sorry to say. So take it seriously, study, and put in your hardest. Number two, put it all on your resume. Like, there's nothing too little. Just put it all. It makes you look good. Make sure you didn't get fired or you didn't get, anything bad on there, but put it all. No matter how little you think it is, that's something that somebody else did not do. It makes you unique. So put it on your resume. Number three, make sure that you have someone look over your whole application. Your application as a whole, your essays, because there will be some grammatical errors that you didn't see but somebody else did. Yeah. Make someone else look over it. But even though someone will look over it, don't make too many people look over it, because if you have like 5 different heads looking over it, their ideas will start to clash. Somebody would say take this out, but somebody else would say, oh, this is good, this is fine. So don't have too many people look over it. So maybe 1 to 3. I had 3 English teachers look over it for me, and like I always went to them, always. Like they got tired of me, but oh well, this is my future, who gonna check me? All right, so I had 3 people and that was it. Don't go crazy. Make sure the person who's looking over it actually understands what you're talking about. Like I wouldn't get a science teacher to read my essay if it was about math, if that makes sense. So make sure that they're actually qualified. Don't get a white teacher to read over something that deals with Black matters, because they may not truly understand it. if that helps. So I wanted to come in here and say that this may be hard because a lot of the people who come to Howard are from predominantly white areas, and you know, it may be hard to do this last tip I just gave y'all. However, what I'm trying to say is that make sure that whoever you go to is actually knowledgeable on the topic, because if they're not and what you're writing does not make sense, they wouldn't know better because they don't know it. You feel me? But if they're knowledgeable on the topic and what you're saying doesn't make sense or it could be corrected or fixed, then they can tell you, oh, this is wrong. Oh, this is this. This is this. Why? Because they actually know some about it. Let me know if that makes sense. Number 4, you can do it. If you feel like you cannot get into Howard, do it anyways. But please don't only apply to Howard. Make sure you have other safety schools as well, right? But do it. What's the worst that could happen? They say no? It's okay. You may not have gotten into Howard this year, but there's always 3 more years after that, or the semester after that, really, right? So do it. Don't feel like you cannot get into Howard because it's this, it's this, it's this. You can do it. The only person stopping you is you. So if you have any questions, if you feel like you don't understand, or if you feel like you're not going to get in, drop down your statistics down below in the comment section and I'll help you. Keep in mind that I am not the admission committee, but I will help you based on what I've seen or heard or I've experienced myself. And if possible, visit Howard's campus. I know with this whole pandemic thing that's going on, that could be a little bit hard, but visit Howard's campus, get a feel of everything. Like, it's different from you seeing a virtual tour and seeing it and actually being it. But also, if you can't actually come to Howard, watch Howard YouTubers. We have a lot of them. I'm one of them, so I'm glad you came upon my video. Watch my other Howard video. This is important. Like, I have like so many videos up, like everything you should know about Howard before coming, things I hate about Howard, things I love about Howard. Watch those videos and it will definitely help you and give you more information about what to expect. You can watch their vlogs so you can see how Howard's campus is like. So even though you can't be there, you can kind of see it, like, okay, there's this, okay, there's that. Yeah, be yourself. So Howard is an interesting place. It makes people develop and discover who they are. But at the same time, don't be a cloud chaser. Once again, I talked about this and all that information in one of my videos, so check it out. I have a whole Howard playlist. All right, I titled it How to Survive Howard University, and I want you to do that, so definitely check that out. Keep in mind that Howard's motto is truth and service. So whatever you want to do or whatever you want to say in your application, make sure that it relates to that. Make them see that you're giving back to your community, that you're being truthful, that you're actually servicing whoever you're servicing. Make them see that, because you're literally amplifying who they want, who they are as a whole. So truth and service, truth and service, truth and service. But you got this. I believe in you. If you have any questions, drop it down here, because yeah, you can DM me and I will respond. But if you drop it down here, I'm going to help other people as well. I prefer that more. So drop it down here. Send this video out to your friends who need this. If you watch my videos and you get accepted, please drop it down below. Pete, I just got accepted, and I will be so happy. Like, come back and update me. Please update me. I want to know more about how it goes. I want to be of help to y'all. Let me know. So I really did hope that this video helped you. So as y'all know, I always end my video with a quote. Today's quote is going to be, don't say that the sky is the limit when there are footsteps on the moon. So this perfectly ties into what we're talking about today, because don't limit yourself. Shoot for the moon, because if you miss, at least you end up in the stars. Ooh, that was a little 2-piece for y'all today. All right, but like, shoot for the moon, apply to Howard, you're not going to regret it. Yeah, I may complain here and there, but I love my HBCU. I love the school that I go to. Send this video out to anyone who you know is trying to apply to Howard, because I'm trying to help as much people as I can. That's literally my goal. Like, comment, subscribe. It really, really helps. By liking, it shows the Instagram algorithm that you like this kind of videos and to recommend more to you. By subscribing, you get more of my content. You get to see more of my face. Like, don't you want to see my face? But until next time, peace out.